Hello, my global friends. How are you doing? I believe you all know that we just had our Spring Festival. It is the biggest festival here in China, kind of like Christmas to Americans. So in this video, I'm gonna show you what we eat every day during this festival. While you're watching this, keep in mind that I live with my parents, so it's a family of 3. We don't have a big family. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, let's start it with the New Year Eve dinner. We had bamboo shoot soup with fresh and salted pork. In Chinese, it's called 腌笃鲜, and stir-fried amaranth. Actually, I didn't know how to say it in English because in Chinese this is called 米线. So I had to look it up, and just in case you also didn't know what this is, these are the pictures. Next, we have stewed luffa, 丝瓜, and scrambled egg with prawns. We have green rice instead of white rice because it's healthier. But just so you know, actually most Chinese families have bigger New Year Eve dinners than my family because they celebrate with their extended families. So I've also collected some photos from my friends' family gatherings to show you what traditional holiday feasts normally look like. The last few photos are from Red Note. The next day, 初一, we had Chinese braised beef shank, 白切牛肉, stir-fried greens, and on the right is soy sauce braised pork chop, 葱烤大排, and in the middle is the delicious soup made with Bighead carp from Qiandao Lake. In Chinese, it's called 青岛湖花鲢鱼头. If you want to know what makes the soup so white, you can leave a comment and I can ask my mom to share her secret. Chu-er. On that day, we had pork rib soup with white radish. I want to point out that in this recipe, my mom used Iberico pork, which gives it amazing rich flavor. And then we had braised pork belly with dried bamboo shoots. It came out a little darker than usual because it got slightly overcooked. Then we have stuffed lotus root with sticky rice and braised duck legs. Both dishes were purchased from a local deli. And of course you need vegetables, right? So we also had stir-fried greens, which in Chinese is 炒青菜. On Chusan, we had chicken soup with black fungus, and the duck legs are from yesterday. Stir-fried rosette bok choy. In Chinese it's called 塔科菜, and as Shanghainese we call it 特库菜. And you might think this is the same vegetable as yesterday, but it's a different kind if you take a closer look. And then lastly, we also had stir-fried shredded pork with Napa Cabbage, and in Chinese it's called 黄芽菜炒肉丝. I tell you the Chinese name, and I'm also gonna leave it in the description because, just in case you want to know the recipe, that's how you can look it up. Okay, so on that day we had stir-fried greens and Mapo tofu. I think you're pretty familiar with this. And chicken from the chicken soup from yesterday. fried bean curd, which is also called vegan chicken. In Chinese, it's called 素鸡. And lastly, we also had soy sauce braised pork chop, 葱烤大排, which is one of my top favorites. 初五. So on day 5, we were pretty tired of cooking, and by we, I meant my parents. So we picked up some food from Aldi. I got this egg kimbap, and it tastes pretty good, better than I expected. My parents picked up ready-to-cook Mapo tofu that only needs 15 minutes of steaming. They also got some salmon sashimi and prawns. As the main dish, they boiled some dumplings that they made. Oh, I almost forgot, they also made stir-fried bean curd with shredded pork, 香干肉丝. Yep, we finished almost everything. Because they taste so good, and probably because we were pretty hungry. Alright, that's the end of this video. If you want to see more videos like this, like what do we eat, or where do we shop, how does our deli stores look like, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Alright, my friend. Bye bye. See you in the next video.